Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about using coasters to put together little art books, or you could put photos in it or whatever, but I use it for my watercolor. And first I'm going to talk about the different types of coasters that I have around the house. And then we'll discuss how to use them in the best way, at least the best way that I have found. To start with, you can find these little cardboard coasters. They are typically found in like bars or restaurants sometimes to use as a drink coaster. And I have two different sizes here, which aren't going to do me much good because I need a front and a back, but I'll just save these until I get matching in size, another one. And I generally kind of put my friends out on this one for sourcing them because I don't go to bars, but it's great that they do. So anyway, I have them looking for them. And these were a couple that they had sourced. Another type, again, well, it's the cardboard. It's the same type. And I've used a set of two for a front and a back. And we'll go over more about that in just a bit. I was looking around in my kitchen not too long ago. And I found this set of 6 coasters. Obviously they didn't have the holes punched, but I had 6 of them and they're in the drawer because I never use them. The water or sweat or whatever you want to call it from glasses tends to puddle and pool on these, and it kind of renders them kind of messy and useless. So I've just left these in the drawer, but I found them the other day. They're quite lightweight. And that's another thing I'm using for covers. Another thing I have around here, both of these sets I got just off the internet, Amazon, I'm sure. These are similar to the last ones in that they have a cardboard on the back, and then they're layered with some sort of, I don't know, thin something, pressed wood maybe. And then the top is sort of an acrylic. And then these, also got online, are 6 different bird designs. I do a lot of birds in my artwork. Like I said, I primarily do watercolor, but these would work for anything. And we're going to talk about how to use each one of these next. So the cardboard ones, probably the best way that I have found is to make these little accordion books. And I do have a tutorial on how to make those. If you go underneath this YouTube video, you'll see a link to my YouTube channel. And under that, you'll see a list of all of the you'll see a list of all the videos that I've done. And one of them is a tutorial for accordion books. Anyway, I think that's a great use for these little cardboard ones, either accordion book, or you could punch holes in this, put paper, just like I'm going to show you with another thing, but I kind of like these little accordion books for this. It's lightweight. You could put small designs on it. I've kind of started to put some drinks on there, but I haven't done much work on it. These that I said I found around the house, I had my husband drill holes in these, and it worked pretty well. This got a little messy on the inside, but I'm not too worried about that. It came out really nice on the outside, so I had him do a cover, a front cover and a back cover for something that I'm working on. And then these that I got off the internet, same thing. You could punch the holes in them like this and use those. These are like a balsa wood or something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it tended to sort of chip a little bit when my husband drilled these. It's okay. It will certainly pass. I have a front and a back cover, but not quite as neat as I would like them. So these would also work really well like this as an accordion book with the paper between it. The ones that I found on the internet are like this. I used a front and a back. I showed you the other two. They were a set of 4 and they were all the same, not different designs. I would prefer different designs, but these weren't. And I liked them. So what I did on this was for a selection of bird watercolors that I did. And it was for an online Instagram challenge for January, just this last January 2024, and it's called Burb Fest. And the organizer of the group gives you a prompt for each day, and then you just go through and draw that in whatever way you want. You can use charcoal or pen and ink or any sort of a thing. You could even crochet them if you want. I've seen all kinds of ways to interpret this particular challenge. And so anyway, what I did on that is this for the cover. I had my husband drill the holes. I just did this on a piece of paper, printed it out and glued it on there. And then I went through and cut my paper, probably, I like to do it like these coasters are usually about 4 inches. And with this, I kind of like to do it maybe a little bit smaller than that, about 3.5 inches. It just looks neater, I think, if you've got something around the edges like that. And for that, I used watercolor paper, not an expensive one, but I kind of like this type. It's by Canson. And so I cut these sheets for each of these. Obviously, I did 31 because it was for January. And I had square corners, but I kind of liked the rounder look on these coasters on the edges. So I grabbed my corner clipper. Just works like this. You just stick it in there, squeeze it, and it rounds the corners. All really nice. I've had that one for quite a while, and I use it fairly often. And this is a new one that I just got, and it's got 3 different shapes to the corners. And, you know, it works similarly. You stick it in there, squeeze it, and see how little that is compared to this one. So you could get these online. I have links to all of these products below. So anyway, I had my papers. I drew and watercolored my 31 birds. Punched holes in this, put it in this book, and then finished it, with these ring binders. I call them ring binder clips. I don't really know what their exact name is, but again, you can find that on a link below. Different sizes. I use a lot of these, so I kind of have a variety of sizes. But anyway, this is one way to make a nice little artist book. And I think it's really fun. And these are real nice, lightweight. Yes, they make a lot of coasters in like ceramic type, but I think that's way too heavy for book covers. So I'm kind of sticking with these and the cardboard ones. Anyway, I hope you got some inspiration from that and you're willing to try it on something. And everything below, you'll find links for everything below on how to source any product you might need for doing this project. And I'll catch you another time.